President Trump is hosting an event at the White House today that focuses on the economic success during his first 100 days in office. But a new report on the gross domestic product shows America's economy is going in the wrong direction. Erica Brown joins us live from the White House with some of these details. And Erica, the president not holding back on pointing blame here.
That's correct. He isn't. But that new government data today shows that the U.S. economy is shrinking as consumers and businesses respond to President Trump's trade policy. Now, this comes as the White House is highlighting new investments in America that they say is boosting the economy. Stock market volatility continued Wednesday as investors responded to news that U.S. economic growth slowed sharply this year.
And that's Biden. That's not Trump.
President Trump dismissed the government data showing the gross domestic product contracted in the first quarter of 2025, its worst performance in 3 years.
We came in on January 20th. So this is Biden, and you could even say the next quarter is sort of Biden.
The GDP number was driven in part by a surge of imports as companies raced to get products before Trump's sweeping tariffs went into effect.
All of these games come.
Game store owner Miriam Al-Hamami told CBS News that she stockpiled enough toys and games to get her through at least September.
You sound like a hoarder.
I feel like a hoarder. If you've seen my stores, you would see the hoarding in the back rooms.
The Trump administration says the GDP numbers show momentum from job growth and trillions of dollars in new investments in America. And President Trump invited the CEOs of companies that are now spending money on U.S. manufacturing to the White House.
The companies represented in this room have collectively announced more than $2 trillion in new investments.
The president is able to impose tariffs after declaring the deficit with U.S. trade partners a national emergency. Wednesday, the Senate failed to pass a bill to terminate the emergency and nullify the tariffs.
Legislators who stand aside and abdicate the power to tax will one day rue the accumulation of power in the office of one person.
The White House previously said the president would veto the resolution if it passed.
But if you'd like to come.
Now tonight, the Trump administration also announced a joint economic investment deal with Ukraine that would grant the U.S. access to Ukraine's rare earth minerals. This comes after months of tense negotiations over aid and security as they work to broker a peace deal to end Russia's war with Ukraine. Alan?
Erica Brown live for us in D.C. tonight. As always, Erica, thank you.